And then Joseph told him that he is the one who's been sold in Egypt 12 years ago. It says here in Genesis chapter 45, or Genesis 50 verse 20. Go first to Genesis 50:20.
Come on.
And you, his siblings, you intended evil against me. See, they thought they're doing evil against Joseph.
Yes.
But Joseph said, but Elohim,
Elohim.
who created the heaven and the earth,
Come on.
intended it
That's the one.
for good,
Good.
Hallelujah.
For his glory.
in order to do it as it is this day, to keep a great many people alive.
Hallelujah.
So this is the reason why Father Yah allowed
Wow.
Egypt to be sold in Egypt in the first place.
Yes. Hallelujah.
He was groomed to save not only the house of Jacob,
Come on.
Holy.
but the whole house of Israel.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
That's what Father Yah wants us to see. Because in everything that comes in us, in our life, is just a testing ground.
Yes, it is.
Remember what Romans chapter 8 verse 28 said. It is Apostle Saul who said it. You should know this. As Minister Johnson will say it to us. He said in Romans chapter 8 verse 28, now, this is only for you if you see Father Yah eye to eye.
All right, brother.
If it's not, then it's not for you.
That's right.
Look at this. Romans chapter 8 verse 28.
Come on.
And we know
We know.
All things.
who we, the so-called servants of Father Yah, we know that all matters, anything that comes in our way, whether it be good, if we say it is good, or whether it's a bad, because we say it is bad.
All right.
But all of these things work together for good to whom?
Those who love him.
To those who love Father Yah.
Hallelujah.
You mean to say, even the bad, I will consider it good? Yes, you should. Yes, you should.
Praise him.
You might cry sometimes. We do. When my younger brother lost, I blame myself. When my older brother lost, I blame again myself.
Come on, brother.
Because of those instances, my mother told me to look for them. One way or the other, I blame myself. And why I feel that way every time about my family. And why I need to see the sufferings of my mother.
Come on.
Now I know. Because that things that I've seen in my lifetime, when I was young, it made me who I am right now.
Ah, thank you, God.
So that I can preach and tell you there is salvation
Hallelujah.
in Father Yah's name. There is. That's why my mother always said, if you eat 3 times a day, that is life. We're lucky way back then if we eat twice a day.
All right.
And to eat 3 times, shoot. So you think you are by yourself? No, baby. You're not alone.
Hallelujah.
To those who are called according to his purpose.
Yes, sir.
So if you think you're living for your wife, you're not this one.
Come on.
If you think you are living for your family, you are not this one.
Come on, brother.
If you think you are living because you have a good job, one are only for those who was chosen by Father Yah to do,
Hallelujah.
not your purpose, not my purpose,
Come on, brother.
His purpose.
Yes.
Other than that, just leave it. Don't complain. Because it is written, the father who chastises the children, that father loves the children. So if you have chastising, if you're going to suffer chastisement once in a while, good. That is for your own good.
Yes, it is.
Our good. So yeah, everything that comes in our way, whether good or bad, we will take it as good. We are looking for the positivity of life in every way, regardless of what other people think and say. Everything should be positive.
Hallelujah.
Don't throw away, because you are going to learn something from that thing.
Yes, sir.
Though you don't want it sometimes, swallow
Come on.
it. It will become part of your being.
That's right.
That's what Saul said. The sufferings of this world. So if there's among you who suffers, Saul said, I suffer.
That's right.
But the sufferings that I had in this world, not even compared
Come on.
to the glory that Father Yah prepared. I will make it personal
Yes, sir.
for me. Apostle Saul said, eyes never seen, ears never heard. Can you imagine? Saul have seen some beautiful things here on this earth, but Apostle Saul said, the things that Father Yah prepared for you and me, baby, eyes have never seen,
Come on here.
ears have never heard.
All right.
That's for me. And all I have to do is say Father Yah, eye to eye.
Oh, yes.
That's why his question is, do you see me now? Now is our salvation.
Right now.
Right now. There's no tomorrow. Next, the story of Balaam. You know Balaam? The so-called prophet. Now, when Balaam was afraid to fight Israel, it is in Numbers, Numbers chapter 22. I'm giving you the story, the background of the story. When Balaam wants to capture and subdue Israel, you know what he did? He sent people to Balaam and asked Balaam if he can curse the Israelite people so that he can subdue it.
All right.
But the word of Father Yah told Balaam in Numbers chapter 22, verse 12. Here's what Father Yah told Balaam. Numbers chapter 22 and verse 12. And Father Yah said to Balaam, do not go with them.
That's right. Come on.
You do not curse the people, for they are blessed.
Hallelujah.
In our walk of life, sometimes our Father talks to us. And even though we want to do something, Father Yah said, don't do that.
All right.
I'm giving you warning. Warning comes before destruction.
Yes.
I send you my prophets, my preachers, my evangelists, my pastors, my teachers. Don't do that.
All right.
And sometimes we are just hard-headed fools.
Come on, brother.
We just do what we want to do. And that's what Balaam did. He just went. And you know, Father, yeah, most of the time, He loves us so much that He sent angels in our pathways just to tell them, don't do that. Can you imagine those angels that just come across? We don't even know them and they're going to tell us the word. Just to hold on our thought of doing it. That thing that Father, yeah, don't do it.
Come on.
It happened to Balaam.
Yes.
Father, yeah, sent angels to kill Balaam.
Come on, brother.
Can you imagine that? Because of his transgression, our Father Yah said, don't go. And yet Balaam did. He went. Because what? Balaam is after the gold, the silver, the accolades that Balak wants to give him just to curse the Israelite people.
Come on.
The angel is about to kill him. But the ass or the donkey
Come on.
that he is riding saw the angel. Balaam did not see it. Because Balaam's eyes been blinded because of his wants to have the gold and silver and the accolade that Balak wants to give him. Woo!
Come on.
That's what we do sometimes. We forget that our Father put us something. He put us that word. Sometimes we just keep on doing it. Can you imagine? If I did not hear that word one time that I'm about to go from my therapist, what if I just went there? If did not hear that word and say, read your bills. Right that moment, as I'm reading my bills, I told you already, boat just came flying by out of the trailer that is hooked on the truck. The same pathways that I'm about to go. But Father Yah said, read your bills. I imagine if I did not read my bills, that moment.
Come on, brother.
And it happens to me already. Also last year. Me and my wife riding in the truck. 31 souls. 31 souls. Riding on that truck. And as we go up in the mountain, I feel that our truck is driving faster. And the angel said, and the word in my mind said, tell the driver slow down. And I told myself, no, my brother-in-law, Pitong, knows what he's doing. He is the driver. Wow. As I said that word, I feel the car is about to flip. That truck flipped 2.5, 900 degrees from the foot of the mountain going down to a ravine at 3 o'clock in the morning. So dark.
Come on.
That we don't even know where we are. You know what I said? Father, yeah, don't allow anyone among us die with this accident. Because if one died, if just one soul died, they said, I don't know if I'm going back